Hi guys, this is Kirsten, and today I'm going to be reviewing the monthly planner by Punctuate, Barnes & Noble's brand of stationery. I love this. This is my favorite monthly calendar. So I have a lot to say about it, and if you want to stick around for that, go ahead. But if you want to see kind of how I use it and what I use with it, I will link that video down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm just going to start with the outer kind of just appearance and start with there. So the one thing is monthly planners, we don't have a lot of options if you love them. You either have the cheapy dinky ones that you get for $1 at the store that are just super tiny, or you get the big ones that are $9. They're about this size and they're just super plain and they're not really that good quality. I had one from Mead that I had before this one, and it just fell apart. It was just falling apart, and it was for $9, and it wasn't even that chunky, so I paid about like $2 more for this planner, and it's held up a lot better. As you can see, it still looks pretty nice and lovely as I did before. I mean, it has some minor tear, some minor like fraying, I should say, and like an indentation in there from this thing, but that's it. But I'd rather spend the $2 for a more quality product. So there's that. The cover is made out of like this plasticky, it feels, but what I think is actually happening because of the fraying is it's cardboard covered with this like plasticky material. It also is also what's it called, textured, I think. My assumption is so that it doesn't slip out of your hand or fall anywhere. And then the inside is just this blue stripes. And then I'm just going to kind of walk you through this too. You get a plain page. I'm not going to show you. It has my info, has like a cover saying it's, you know, a monthly planner for whatever year you purchase. Then you have lunar phases, the publishing information, and then they have these, you know, 3-year overviews. I still haven't found a way to use them, but if you do use them, they are there. It goes for 3 years, and then it just starts. If I didn't mention this before, which I should have, they are 18-month calendars, so they will last you a long time. I've had this almost a year, and it's still usable. It's still wonderful. And let me pause for a second. I didn't actually tell you about the paper. The paper is wonderful. I always do this. They're really great, and it is a really true white. It is just absolutely great, and it's not super thick, but it's thick enough that I could use really juicy Sharpie highlighters with little bleed through, and I could use Uniball pens and like really inky pens again, and it barely bleeds through. So I'm just gonna show you like a demonstration of this. So like, this is what I'm talking about. I use these highlighters, and then on the other side it doesn't show up. It's amazing. Also, so that's that for like the actual material. This is to the walkthrough. If you look at the layout, it is huge. It is gigantic. Like I said, composition sized, so you get a lot of room for each single day. You get about 1.5 inches. I haven't exactly measured. It's like 1 inch to 2 inch of space, square. Everything is in this lovely lilac shade. I think they might color coordinate to whatever designs in front, but this one is in like a purple color. Dates. It has important days written at the bottom, along with the date and the lunar cycle, whenever that happens. It also has here on this side the previous month, current month, and next month for like a preview if you use that. I have yet to use that section. And it also has these lined like section for notes. I use it as a color coding key. It has more than enough space than you could possibly need, and it fits everything, and it just is nice, neat, and just very attractive, just packaging and creation. After all the months the next half of it is just extra, so you get what you pay for plus some. So the first thing here, I'm going to show you briefly, is just a linear list of all the holidays and what day it falls in 2014, from January to December. And then right adjacent to it is a list of important dates to remember. And I just recently saw the use of it. Because I have a lot more birthdays to keep track of, you know, now. So I have everyone's birthday in the according months. So this is January, February, March, April, all the way to December. And I just have their name and what day. So whenever I get another planner, I could just look at this page and transfer over, as opposed to having to hunt through the entire planner. After that, it has this US calendar with time zones and abbreviations, which is handy if you are a traveler or if you have a child that's learning states. What I've done here, because it's the only way I use it, is I highlight the states that I have been to. So it's cool. And then right after that, you get the list and symbol of all the zodiac signs, which is kind of nifty, I think, if you're into that. Then it has a whole bunch of conversion charts, which is also great. And then you have about 7 pages of numbers and addresses. I'm going to skip because I've used a few and I don't want you to know that information, but this is what they look like. Just has name, address, home, work number, cell number, fax, and email. I use these again for important contacts as well as my pen pals, and you get quite a few. A bit more than I need, but you may. And then following that, you have 7 pages of like college ruled notes section. It's just plain and lined. I've only used it so far to keep track of the books I've read in 2014, which isn't as many as I would hope. And then the last section is these perforated lists, tear outs. So they're perforated, as I said, and I will show you. You can just fold it over and tear. And this are great. I use these for bookmarks, but they're supposed to be as like lists, grocery shopping. You can just quickly write it down and then just jot whatever you need to jot on there. So that's the last section of actual things, but other features that they have back here, since I'm going from, is this pocket. It's a decent quality pocket, but I put it through heck. It has been holding all these stickers. So it's kind of falling apart, but if you are a normal person just holding an occasional note or something, this shouldn't wear as much, but it is really nice. I have duct tape it, but it works. It's still nice and lovely. And then finally, to hold everything together, is this little elastic. So overall, for $11, I would say it's really great. I think it's worth the money. If you are into monthly planners, you know that it's kind of a struggle to find something that's pretty and quality and doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, and it doesn't have a weekly calendar along with it. So if you're looking for one, it is really worth the price. Just hop to your usual Barnes & Noble, and usually if you wait a couple months, you could get a sale. I got a couple dollars knocked off of that one because I didn't buy it until October when it started, like in July. So I really overall give this about a 5 out of 5. That's amazing. That's amazing for me. So overall, I think it's worth money, and hopefully if this intrigues you, you will go out and purchase it, and let me know how it works out for you. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.